So here we are. We've got all the bees out now. There's just a few stragglers, but as you can see, we've got all that we could get cleaned and scraped. I'm going to go in here with a heat gun and remove the rest of this comb, and then we're going to spray the entire cavity down with a bleach water solution to try to knock that scent down. There's a few stragglers that are coming and going. That's kind of normal. You're never going to get them all. We've got them all in our bee vac. I'm not sure if you can hear them. I'm going to put it down here, but I think you might. Yep, they're in there. There's a little separator that goes in the bee vac that holds the bees down into the lower cabinet. But for those of you guys that are considering buying one at bushkill.com, or if you're or currently have one, you may have noticed this. As this little separator slips in here, it goes into a little track. You got to be careful when you get it in. It's better if you assemble that before the job when it's all taken apart, because if you don't get this in the track exactly, the bees can get up and over it, and that in this case is what's happened to me. The bees are up where they shouldn't be at this time, and that's not the worst thing that ever happened. It does make it more challenging. I was going to give them some comb to work on the way home. That's going to make that not possible for me to do that now, so I'm going to have to take it home and basically kind of do a more of a shakeout, or at least set the other comb box up and let them crawl down or up. It just depends which way is going to work the best into it. Not the best thing to happen. It's not ideal. The vac is designed so that doesn't have to happen, but as an operator, there's so many things that you've got to keep in mind and keep going, and that's just one of the little things. Is when you put this little separator in here, it's basically just a propolis trap. They've got it trimmed down to go in here. It's a pretty ingenious idea to keep the bees down, so you can add box after box of your comb that you've got banded in as you go along with your cutout. And then after your job is done, you simply pull that out, and it will allow the bees to move up into the comb, which is ideally their own comb that you just cut out. All right, that's another cutout job from Old Bear's Bees. It's not completely done, but it's pretty boring from here. Thanks for giving us a look. If you like what you see, give us a comment. A lot of people look at these videos, but very few people comment. I'd love to hear from you folks out there.